Okay, I'm going to make a guide for TrueMonk Phase 1 ski. So first thing first, I'm going to use a mod that makes TrueMonk entity visible for Phase 1. To explain the positioning a little bit better. Second, I'm using, like, this setup is useful for people who play on controller, because I'm going to use my mouse to bind an attack. I have it on mouse wheel scroll up. So when I scroll my mouse wheel, I get an attack. This is useful to get the consistent flow of inputs in order to execute the Phase 1 death blow. So first of all, like, okay, getting on the branch there is pretty simple. You just need to make sure your first jump is correct. Okay, so the positioning for the setup. You can pretty much stay anywhere from here to here. Like, you can get stuck like around here, but preferably to be like, this is the kind of old positioning that I'm used to do, but generally you just need to be not higher than this. If you are not higher than this, you will most likely be fine. This is not precise at all. So what are the inputs? Inputs are, you jump forwards, buffer mid-air kick, hold directional input, and buffer attacks right after the kick. You need, like, important things, like, there are like two important things. First, you need to buffer your attack after the kick, and second, you have to hold directional input the entire time. I don't know why, but it just blends animations differently this way. Voila. Easiest setup of all times. Like, literally impossible to fail unless you just like, unless you just fail the angle. Like, if you just don't know where the TrueMonk is, and like, I guess this, like, this mod might be useful. I can send it, like, you can message me about it if you want in the Discord, or message, like, ping me in the Sekiro Discord about it. I can share it. I'm not sure what versions of the game it works with, but again, jump, hold directional inputs, and it doesn't work because I talk. Literally impossible to fail, by the way. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, see here, you could easily see that I just missed it. Like, it was not the timing issue. I just literally turned away from where the TrueMonk's supposed to be. Well, it's just unusual to have an actual TrueMonk here. I'm gonna do it a couple more times, just in the video, and then I'm gonna delete the mods and do it a couple more times again. Position, buffer inputs, it works. One thing to note about scrolling with your mouse wheel, you need to scroll not too fast. Like, you don't need to be like super slow with your scroll, but generally you don't want to scroll too fast because game just doesn't register inputs as separate inputs if you input too fast. Like, see, I'm not even aiming, I'm not doing fucking anything. I just jump and it works. Like, you need like 0 IQ in order to execute this. Okay, let me actually delete the mod and show you this without the mod. This mod is just giving you a better way to understand where the TrueMonk is, and I don't know. It's pretty useless, in fact, but maybe it's useful. It's like very easy to tell where the monk is, or maybe I'm just biased because I've done the skip so many times that, you know, that I just know very well where the monk is. So you can see there is no more monk in here. So where it is, like, you can see the white, like I can't have the cursor over it, but basically you see like in the center there is like a white stain of snow, and this is basically where the monk is. And you just do the inputs, it works. Like, literally 0 IQ required. Like, this setup is perfect. If you're not doing this setup, you're doing something wrong with your life. The exception is people who play on mouse and keyboard, because people who play on mouse and keyboard can't bind left mouse button and scroll wheel at the same time to an attack button, at least with the in-game controls, right? So, and as I showed you, like the only time I failed this was when I jumped, like I turned too, like I basically just missed True Monk physically, like at the moment when I was inputting my attack button, I was not lined up the way that would allow me to death blow the boss. Like as you can see, like I'm not setting up anything, I'm just buffering inputs and it works. Like literally free.